the legislation, we said we have the OHS Act 85 of 1993. So this OHS Act 85 of 1993 is made up of 50 sections. It has 50 sections in it. But now, in terms of what we are doing, I'm going to summarize the most effective sections, which you, as you are doing this level 2, you have to understand. So, here, the center part of it is the OHS Act 85 of 1993. That is the center legislation, the major law which controls our workplace activities. Then, on the right hand side, we do have employees. So this act tells the employees what to do in order to safeguard the workplaces, which means that the employees will be responsible for their own safety and the safety of others. Then, on the employee side, we have what we call Section 17. Section 17 is the SHE-REP. SHE-REPs, they come from the employee side. It's per the requirement of Section 17 of this Act. So it's a legal appointment. Then Section 18, the duties of those SHE-REP is being explained. Then on Section 19, it's a requirement to have a SHE committee. So the SHE committee, there is a designation of the what we call the SHE committee chairperson. So the SHE committee chairperson is the person who will be leading the health and safety meetings. And these health and safety meetings can be done quarterly, sometimes twice a year, some yearly, depends on which exactly you are doing. Some they require to be done weekly, depends on your risk assessment. Then under Section 20, the duties of the SHE committee is explained. And this SHE committee is elected by the employees. So is the person who's going to represent the employees and the employer, whereby now their major duty is to make sure that they digest all the safety problems of the company and how they can improve and give recommendation. Then the SHE-REP now, as we say that they come from the employees as well, and they have to be elected by the employees for them to be SHE-REP and being designated as Section 17. Their major duty is to perform hazard identification that we were mentioning, which we say that we have major 6 hazard groups: the psychosocial hazards, the physical hazards, the chemical hazards, economic hazard, the what we call biological hazards. So those hazards are identified by the SHE-REPs. So because SHE-REPs, they are down there at the floors, working with the employees, they can easily identify some unsafe acts. They can easily identify some unsafe conditions. They can also easily be alerted, because we cannot communicate with everyone in case of natural disasters. We have to have a center line in terms of how do we coordinate within the organization. So that is why those people are required by that Section 17. Now, when we go to the employer side, there is no company that can operate without a policy. So Section 7 of the Act requires a company to have a policy. Then a policy, when it is drafted, it must be, after being drafted, it must be approved by the employer or the director of the company or the CEO. You have to approve the policy. When it is approved, then it means that policy came into effect. Then as it came into effect, it must be communicated, because a policy means nothing if it is not communicated with the people in which it is applicable to. So if the policy is applicable to the employees, then each and every employee must be called for internal training of your own company policy, where everyone have to understand the whole policy, and they sign a register as a proof that they were there attending the internal training of your policy. And they understand each and every aspect of the policy. Because with policy and procedure, we are able to work safely with the guidelines. Those procedures guide us on how safely we can do some certain thing. And now this policy is Section 7 requirement of the Act. So working or operating without a policy is a legal offense. Then we have Section 16.1. Section 16.1 is the CEO of the company. CEO is also legally appointed under that Section 16.1. Then under Section 16.2, the CEO can say, no, this load is too much for me. Let me appoint general managers. Are you getting it? Let me appoint site managers to run some certain duties. But the major duty of the 16.1, they automatically take the duties of the employer as per Section 8, which is to make sure that they provide functioning equipment. The workplace is free from hazards and risks, avoiding using of dangerous chemicals within the organization. They must inform the employees about the hazards that they are exposed to. They must implement some control measures to each and every risk that they have identified, and making sure that employees are provided with the safety equipment. That is why you find that if now, let's say,